what you do.
What has happened to the painting? The one that is on the floor and now it's smashed with the whatever thing, right?
I'm so sorry. I think one of the guests, I think, perhaps, I think someone... Oh dear, how am I going to explain this? I promised them that they could keep their paintings off at in the pagoda section. Oh, someone must have tampered with it. She just standing there looking concerned and a little confused. One of the guests might have touched it. Perhaps I should put these away. She takes what they call the painting canvases and puts them away in a corner. Sorry, no. Is there anything I can help you with? It's quite late. It's quite late at night. What were you doing out there? She looks over it to Ruth, actually.
Well, we just had a small evening walk. We are new here, so...
Oh, I see.
Nice views.
Do be careful at night, though. It's quite slippery by the slope over to the bay and all. It's easy to fall down if you don't know the path.
Oh yeah. No worries. We will stay for tonight.
Perhaps I can help you up to the second floor, she says, going over to what is apparently the frail old woman.
Right.
Very, very nice. Yes, thank you. She will take the hand and go with a kind girl, playing along a little.
Yeah. She makes sure that you come up to the second floor safely.
Thank you, my dear. It's very appreciated. And I don't know how the resources work, but could I give her like a small coin and change?
Of course.
Do I take away from my resources then?
No, not at all.
I gave her some coins.
All right. My question to the group as a whole, is there anything else that you'll be doing tonight? Otherwise, we could rewind to the next morning.
Okay.
There is.
All right, then.
Uh-oh.
You're all heading to bed. Some of you sleep better than others, but it's hard to shake what you have seen tonight. The woman lying off in the snow and the frightful visions of Otto and the strange voices and all the sights and strange things that you have seen today. It's a little hard to sleep at night. I think perhaps an appropriate role for this would be good.
Yes. I didn't understand one thing. Hannah, did you say that Ruth wanted to do something? She did.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't catch
that. I wasn't able to tell. So, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. So it's nothing like special. It doesn't require anything from you. But I think she wants to write to the journal, and own hand this time.
All right.
At least for now. And yeah, so she will write like, "Dear diary, I saw her again, and it was different this time." And then starting to write about, we have also seen a body, and actually a couple of them, and stuff like that. Before going to sleep without cleaning the mess, because why not? Yeah, that's it.
Right. Anything else? Otherwise, I think I should fast forward until the next morning.
Nope.
I want to.
Beatrice, Ola, I think. Yeah.
Beatrice has. She's going to take. When she comes to her room, she's locking it. She's going to the bed. What's it called? The little.
The nightstand, perhaps.
Yeah, the nightstand. She will put up everything she got today: the snuff box, the map, the letter from Olga that she hasn't opened, the ink, the feather. Look at them, think a little bit. I I want to ask something. The creature in the snuff box. Do I know if it prefers something to eat, or if it doesn't, or if it eats something that I maybe can give it?
Okay.
Maybe it forgoes.
You rolled something last time.
I
I believe
think I rolled.
I believe to just understand what this creature is. You
Yes.
realize it's a familiar creature, and if you treat it well, it will treat you well as well. You realize that now that you have the snuff box, you are its new master.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
Jeez. Yeah.
Yes, you are its new master, and as a servant, in every instance, a servant needs to be fed in order to, what do you call it, to serve its master. Just
I
like
believe.
just like with farmhands and the chambermaids and other such people.
Just
Yes.
like with my dog, Carl.
Yes, it is
I
his
bel-
as well.
I believe I feed Carl, so I guess I have some meat for him, and I guess I might have some bread or something. So I will start with putting some pieces of bread. Take some pieces of bread, open the snuff box slowly, and then put the bread pieces. That's like a half of bread to it.
A soft little male voice, you see it nibbling on the little breadcrumbs, saying, "Thank you, master. Thank you so much.
No
if you're
problem.
looking for power, fame, or to overcome your enemies, my dear, I can offer you this, much, much more. Thank you, master."
It's good for now. We'll see if it happens. I will feed you, and I will carry you.
It eats up and bows respectfully.
Thank you. You want to go into the box, or do you like to go free?
I'd like to stay in the box, mistress, if it's not too much trouble.
No problem for me. Shall I close it right now? Are you fed, or do you want more?
I'm very happy as it is, mistress. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and really, I will slowly close the box so we can go
Yes.
to sleep. I will put the snuff box in a box in the nightstand. There I will put the bloody map too, and the ink and the feather. I also put a letter there, Olga's letter. I'm not going to open it alone, but I will think about these things and then go to bed.
Yes.
So now I'm finished.
I'm sharing the handouts from last time, the map that you found on the witch woman just now as well. All right then.
Good.
Sun rises in the next during the next morning, and you're all happy to finally see some light in this place. There are a few beams of sunlight shining forth from the heavens, though it's still rather dark outside, and you can feel that off in the distance there's still sort of windy all about. It's a little stormy. The wind is picking up speed now and then, but other than that, it's quite a beautiful day.
I think I'm up before Otto, and I'm awake before because you probably have a bit of a hangover. So I will wait for a little while until he wakes by himself, but I'm probably not patient enough. So immediately when Otto's like a small, like I see that he's almost waking, I will start telling him immediately what happened yesterday. And just like, it's like, just whoops, like that. And I'm sitting on the bed, you're lying here, and I'm sitting like...
I will get up and start going through the ordinary routines of getting dressed. That looks completely normal, but I'm listening very carefully.
And then she was also dead. And now at least I think that we have to find a really good lie when Lensman comes here. Because we didn't do it, but Lensman will think that we did it. That's what I think. But I'm just your servant and the Lord's servant. I'm a bit distressed. This was like 2 people dying in the same day.
Right.
Maybe Norrköping wasn't such a peaceful town after all. Fleeing from Gothenburg, I'm just Lord.
I'd like to tell you that we shall take steps today. We shall not be left behind again. If any more die, it will be one of us standing in the way of the intended victim. So that's...
I'm thinking, who might that be?
Well, 1 in 6, right? So
yeah.
I'm happy to join the group. I'm interested in telling them things and learning from them. I am shaky, but I seem like myself. I ignore any funny looks I get from anybody.
Is there like breakfast down in the lobby as it is like no?
On the first floor, breakfast is served as usual. There's coffee and toast as well, and large spoonfuls of wheat porridge as well, with a small bit of butter inside. So there is local produce, especially local cheese and local butter, along with toast and coffee.
Are we all gathering there for breakfast?
I guess that I am a servant, and I don't think that in any household I would be allowed to sit by the table of my master. So I would probably go out to the kitchen and eat with the other, like the people working here. That's what I think I would do. But that's that. I think that's what I'm doing.
All right.
If someone has like forced me to sit with you.
No, I will summon. I will send for you when it's time for talking. But that's very appropriate. I think I understand that.
All right. You're given a sort of look from Lisa Svensson saying that your master was very upset yesterday and went around lighting all the candles and scaring the guests. Please, perhaps you could have a word with them. Some of the guests are a little frightened. They're a little...
Yes, I will most definitely. We have...
Perhaps he's in his spirits, so to speak. Yes.
Yes, and you don't have to worry about that, little miss. We will take care of that. That's the least of your problems. Where can I find food?
All right, and there's some porridge here for us as well. She gives you. She puts down a large what's called a large bowl of porridge along with some fresh milk.
Oh, fresh milk! Oh,
yes,
fancy stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm eating with them. So.
All right.
Standing up.
All right. They chatter about a little, saying that Hansson had a calf last night and things like that. There's all local village gossip, so to speak. The animals were very spooked last night. We had to go out into the stables and calm them down, things like that. And there was a storm as well. It's usually not the time for storms, but the people make sure that the hayloft needs to be secured and so on. So the hay doesn't go running off into the wind, things like that.
I'm just nodding. I'm not a snitch, so I won't tell that we were even like mention anything to these. Like they might tell. So I'm like, I'm just like humming and eating my porridge, not taking part in the gossip.
All right. Well, the servant folk they keep a little to themselves, but they do share some rumors and things like that. They're quite worried since Olka Bagge was found dead in the evening. It's the talk of the town. The constable has been all around asking questions, and people need
the constables.
Yeah, there was. Yes,
All right.
Brusenius, the constable. He was here. He was making his rounds last night.
Brusenius.
Yes.
Okay.
Constable Carl Brusenius. He was over from the other town over, and he was asking around last night. She gives you a
Last
description of Constable Brusenius. Yes, I visited him on the porch, though. As I was running my errands. Perhaps, did you see anything, by the way? Did you?
No, I didn't see any constable at all.
It was so perplexed because Olga Bagge was a resident at the guest house and all. Oh,
Yes.
Oh, that poor woman.
But so where is this constable right now?
I think he went off to Oxelösund, one of the nearby villages. There was talk of some kind of fighting or something, and he said he would get back to Krokik here in the afternoon.
In the afternoon, and any specific time?
I'm not sure. It usually takes around 2 hours to make his way from Oxelösund back to Krokik. So I'm sure by the early afternoon, I'm sure he'll be back. Says nodding gentleman.
All right. I'm leaving the kitchen right now, but maybe we can go back to the other table.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
all right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. What are the rest of you doing? Otto and Ruth and the others? So you're having some breakfast as well?
I am accounted for at the table, but I don't know where everyone else is.
All right.
I believe Beatrice takes all her stuff. Takes all the stuff and put it in the bag, in her bag, and takes Carl and go down to eat. When she sees Otto, she goes and sits and eat with Otto and make normal talk because too many people, so she won't open for a real discussion yet.
Elsa's going to be at the table and probably starts asking what happened last night in the guest house because everything was lit.
I drove the devil out.
Just getting a questioning look. What happened?
Well, I think Hilding told me of the woman you found. Her name was Clara. I was not able to enter the room where she stayed with the other women. I believe there are 2 remaining.
Yes.
And
Indeed.
Olga was at least associated with them. They are killing these women who may well have been walking the path that Olga walked.
Then we should talk to them.
Yes. And more. We have decisions to make. And I have been thinking, I don't know if anyone I know will agree, but I think I need the counsel of my own sisters here, of you and Ruth and Beatrice. For my eyes are blinded. I don't know if what I seek is too kind or the other way is too cruel. So I will wait for Beatrice. Oh wait, Beatrice came down. Ruth, are you joining us too? Okay. Okay. So before
I can come now.
Okay.
Let's say I'm coming now.
Where's Magnus? So we have check on him.
Yeah.
I think Magnus is just going to be in the corner of the dining table because he understood that he is allowed to eat here. And the food is good, so he's not going to deny that
Right.
to himself. So, but he's going to be like in a teeny corner, looking at the priest like fearfully and not making any noise. It's So if you going away, he's going to wait to see if he has to follow or not. And
I
if
see.
not, he's
No,
going to stay here.
Okay, well, I will stay here